Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be using the Perfect Match collection from Close to My Heart along with the Slimline cards and the heart shaker windows. So right here is just kind of a close-up of the card we're going to be creating, and it is a shaker card, but as you can see it is a Slimline card. So Close to My Heart came out with the Slimline card bases and envelopes, and they are 3.5 by 8.5. So these card bases make it super easy to make slimline cards. Slimline cards are all the rage, and they're just super fun because it gives you a different space to work on, and you can do them horizontally or vertically. So I went ahead and made this card. So we're gonna go create that, and this is using all of the products are from the Perfect Match collection, as well as the shaker window elements from Close to My Heart. So this is what the card base looks like when you receive it, and it's got a nice score line, so you just fold it in half, and right there you have that perfect slimline card. And the reason I really like them and to buy them this way is because it comes with an envelope that it fits in perfectly. So no worrying about creating an envelope or finding one that fits the slimline cards. So here is the base, and here are all the little pieces of the card that we're going to put together. So this, I cut out the same length and width as the card base. So this is 8.5 by 3.5. And this is just the paper from the Perfect Match collection. And I'm going to go ahead and get that put down on the background of the card right away. And what I like about this paper is that no two cards are going to look the same if you use this, because it's got this really fun brushed ombre effect. So you can tell where I cut, it's a little different than the original. So it'll be essentially the same card, but have its own little added element to it. So then I went ahead and used the heart shaker window dies. So these are the heart shaker window dies, and you can see right here it comes with 4 pieces. This thin one right here is what cuts out the background. So if I wanted to just put it directly to the card base, I wouldn't need that piece. But I wanted it to be pink as my background for the heart. And then this piece right here actually cuts out the frame. And here is the frame. What I actually used was retired glitter paper, and this is actually the Bashful glitter paper. But what I wanted to show you is you can actually make your own colored glitter paper just by using the white. So you can see right here, it's still the white. This tool right here, and then the Distress Oxide inks. So I went ahead and actually made my own pink using the Tattered Rose. So you could use any Distressed Oxide inks right over that white glitter paper, and you will go ahead and have some colored paper. So if you don't have the Bashful or any other pink glitter paper on hand, you can go ahead and create your own. But like I said, I just had it on hand, so I am using that Bashful. I love Close to My Heart glitter paper because it cuts like a dream. You can cut it on any die cut machine or even on a Cricut or a Silhouette machine, and the glitter doesn't go everywhere. So this is glitter paper, definitely for people who don't like glitter that falls out. There's absolutely no fallout with this glitter paper. So I'm going to go ahead and get this stamped first. I'm going to use that little foam that is in the back. And I'm just going to use the Intense Black ink for all of the inking. And I went ahead and actually put these all on blocks already just to kind of save some time. So I want to make sure, I'm going to actually got this a little bit messy. So I'm going to use this cloth to kind of get all of the gook off because I don't want that accidentally going on my heart. And then I'm just going to go ahead and get this in the middle because I do want the match to be seen and not covered up with that little frame. So there is that adorable little match. And then I'm going to go ahead and start assembling the shaker portion. So these are the shaker windows. So it comes with the foam and acetate. And what I like to do is just to take a sharp tool. You can use this tool if you have it on hand. Otherwise, there is another wooden one that Close to My Heart has come out with. I like to just get that edge all the way off and then just kind of peel it. This way I am better able to actually line it up to the background of the heart. When I put it down on the card, then it'll be all lined up. And this stuff is extremely sticky. So I like to do it this way, fill in the shaker window, then put the acetate on. And it just works for me. There are multiple ways that you can actually assemble a shaker, but this is what works for me. I'm going to go ahead and get this glued down with just some liquid adhesive right on the background. That way I have some stability. And I'm just kind of putting it off to the side and kind of on an angle. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill it with these mini hearts. So I think in my last video I said that they were acrylic, and they're almost like a soft feeling to them. So I'm not sure exactly what material they are made out of, but they are just super cute, and they definitely remind me of sprinkles. So this would look really cute on top of like a cupcake card or a card that looks like a piece of cake, because these definitely look like little sprinkles. So right now I'm just kind of picking out the white, pink, and black ones because that is the color theme that I decided to go with. This collection has a few other colors in it as well, but these are the ones that I decided worked best together with what I was going with. And this collection comes with all sorts of different colors, but again, I just decided to use these three and kind of keep it simple. So also on the inside, I am putting a few of the glitter paper hearts, putting about 5 of them, and I'm just putting the tiniest ones. So these actually come from this die right here. We'll make these size hearts. So all these hearts up here came from that die. And this is actually what it looks like when you're done. So you could easily use this for some other project. I know it looks kind of weird with the hearts kind of just showing through, but if you were to put it behind a piece of paper, it would make a really cute little heart shape. So there is the little filling part of this shaker card. And now I'm just going to go ahead and get the piece of protection right off of this. So you just have to kind of find the side where the protection piece is on and rip that off. And then I'm just going to go ahead and peel off the little backing to that. And then just kind of going ahead and laying this down. And again, this is very sticky. So these guys that kind of stood up right here, I'm just going to go ahead and get them back in place. And then push this down. And then what I like to do is kind of push it down all around just to kind of make sure that I have it sealed. And then you have that fun little shaker element. So then to top it off, I'm going to just add the top of that awesome glitter paper. Just a little bit of glue works really well. And then I like using the liquid glue as well. It gives you the wiggle room. So if you don't get it lined up perfectly the first time, you can just kind of move it around as well. So there is the shaker element of our card. Go ahead and get that little bit of glue. It does end up drying clear, but I'm just going to get that cleaned up right now, just because I can. And then over here on this side, I actually cut out an envelope, and I actually cut out 2 of them. So this envelope die is actually from last year's November and December, I believe. So this is what it looks like, and it ends up cutting these adorable tiny little envelopes. So I wanted to have the envelope have a liner. So what I did is I cut it out in white and then again in the pink. And I am just going to cut these sides off so it fits into it as a liner. I'm actually going to trim off some of the bottom and make sure that I have this kind of flush. And then that way it can kind of glue right to the top and look like a little envelope liner. So then when you fold the sides over, you have a cute envelope liner. So again, just using the liquid adhesive, I'm gonna go ahead and get this added. So right here, then folding that up and over, that goes on the inside. I'm going to put a tiny piece of glue right here and here. Just a tiny little bit with the liquid. And get that sealed up. And then just kind of put a block on it. That way it can kind of help it dry. Because we're going to be doing some stamping. So I'm going to go ahead and get those hearts kind of moved out of the way. And all of the stamps that I'm using for this card are found in the Perfect Match stamp set. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this all kind of ready to go. So right over here, I am using the sentiment Wear the Perfect Match because I just thought that was an absolutely adorable sentiment. Going to go get that inked up just with, again, the Intense Black ink. Putting it right down here. Kind of pressing down for a few seconds and lifting up. Then over here is this really cute little XOXO. And again, this all comes in that same stamp set. You get a bunch of really cute stamps in this stamp set. And then on the other side of the same block, I actually have an arrow. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the arrow stamped up here. And it does fit right over the heart, so I didn't have to worry about accidentally getting the stamping block over the heart and not being able to stamp on it. And then we're going to go ahead and adhere that cute little envelope. So that's just going to go right above it. Again, just kind of using the liquid adhesive. Placing that right over. And then for the element on the inside of that, I am actually just using the remaining pieces of the hearts that were from the inside of that shaker window. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same way. I'm going to do the little pinks on the inside. Making sure I'm getting the different sizes. And then the black ones will be on the outside as well. It's kind of just making the card exactly the same as the original. Just because I thought it turned out really cute, so no point in really changing it. Again, just using the little bit of the liquid adhesive. It seems to be the best adhesive to use, especially with this glitter paper, because glitter paper tends to be a little heavier. But since these little hearts are so small, I wanted to use glitter or the liquid adhesive as well. And again, not being too worried that I got glue kind of on the outside because this will dry clear. You could use the micro glue dots as well if that's easier. But again, I'm just kind of using what was on my table. So there is the front of the card. I think it's really cute how it turned out. And then I went ahead and decorated the inside as well. So here is just a sheet that I am using for the inside. And I cut it down about 1/4 of an inch less so it can have that nice white border. I'm just going to use the ATG gun this time to get that laid down. And then kind of stamp a little bit right there in the middle of the card. Again, using this little sponge paper or sponge material that kind of comes with the stamp sets. It just helps get a nice crisper image. Stamp up the sentiment, I love you. Make sure I'm getting all the edges clean just in case a little bit of the black kind of went on the edge. I'm going to go ahead and get that stamped right in the middle. Pressing straight down and just kind of lifting up. So there's that. Perfect. And then the last piece were the little hearts. Just stamping those up and kind of just putting 3 of them in that decorative triangle. And then the XOXO, just because I think it's so cute. I'm going to put that right in the corner as well. So there you have it. Here are the Slimline cards that we created today using the Perfect Match collection from Close to My Heart. Oh, and I almost forgot. How could I forget? So on the envelope, I actually added some clear shimmer brush. So I'm actually going to go ahead and make sure that is added on this one as well, because I just think there can never be too much glitter. And Valentine's Day is a great day or a great time to make cards with lots of glitter, just like Christmas. And this could easily be for a anniversary card as well, or just, sweetest day, or just, when you want to send someone a nice little I love you reminder. So again, here are the cards using the Perfect Match collection from Close to My Heart. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy crafting, and I will see you all next time.